So in this video, we're going to be discussing the potential Malcolm Brogdon trade that would send him to the New York Knicks this offseason. And I think that Brogdon would be a far more realistic option for a trade this offseason, because the Jalen Brunson sweepstakes are likely over for the Knicks, especially with his emergence in the playoffs. And I think the Pacers want to trade Malcolm Brogdon this offseason mainly because of two reasons and two concerns: that Tyrese Halliburton and Brogdon would not fit in the backcourt, and of course also because of his injury history. And for the Knicks, this could be a good point guard option, because even if he's injury prone, that would mean that the Knicks' young players like Immanuel Quickley and Deuce McBride would have more time and opportunity to start in the lineup. And he would also be a good mentor for the young guys. And at 29 years old, Brogdon averaged about 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists per game last season, as well as 1 steal for the Pacers. And this is while shooting about 31% from 3-point range, 45% from the field, and 86% from the free throw line. And at 6'5", Brogdon could start with Immanuel Quickley as the backcourt of the team. And with all that being said, now let's get into the mock trade that would send Brogdon to New York. So in this trade, the New York Knicks would receive Malcolm Brogdon, Donte DiVincenzo, and a second-round pick from Sacramento. The Indiana Pacers would receive Julius Randle and 2 future second-round picks from the Knicks, and as a third and final team, the Sacramento Kings would receive guard Evan Fournier. So to start off, for the Knicks, this trade makes sense because they would have a starting lineup of Malcolm Brogdon at the point guard position, as well as Immanuel Quickley at shooting guard. Small forward would obviously be RJ Barrett, power forward would be Obi Toppin, and the center would be Mitchell Robinson. And of course, that's assuming that they would re-sign Mitch this offseason, but also off the bench, the Knicks would have Cam Reddish, Quentin Grimes, Deuce McBride, or Derrick Rose at the point guard position, and also Jericho Sims. And with the 11th pick, they can also draft someone like Jeremy Sohan for the backup power forward position. But with this trade, that would mean that the Knicks would also need to make another trade to trade veterans such as Alec Burks, Kemba Walker, and Nerlens Noel. And Donte DiVincenzo would come in with a 1-year deal in an expiring contract. And for the Pacers side, they would receive Julius Randle as a power forward that would love to play with Miles Turner because they're very close friends from Texas. And with Turner's defensive abilities and shot blocking skills, as well as his 3-point shooting and floor spacing, the Pacers would definitely have a very good frontcourt with Randle on the offense. And their starting lineup would be Tyrese Halliburton, Chris Duarte, Buddy Hield, Julius Randle, and Miles Turner. And lastly, for the Sacramento Kings, this trade also makes some sense because they do need more shooting on the roster with Evan Fournier's help. And at 29 years old, Fournier is currently in his prime. And in the trade, the Kings would only give up Donte DiVincenzo, who's on an expiring deal, as well as a second-round pick for Fournier. And Sacramento's starting lineup would be De'Aaron Fox at point guard, as well as Evan Fournier at the shooting guard position. At small forward, there would be Harrison Barnes. At power forward would be Domantas Sabonis, and at center would be Richaun Holmes. But a mock trade with only the Knicks and the Pacers could be Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner going to the Knicks, and the Pacers getting Julius Randle, Alec Burks, Nerlens Noel, and a first-round pick. And this trade is from Daily Knicks, so credit to them. And in this type of a trade, the Knicks would get both Miles Turner as the center of the team if Mitchell Robinson leaves this offseason, and Malcolm Brogdon. And it would still open up more minutes for players like Obi Toppin, Miles McBride, and Immanuel Quickley. So with all of that out of the way, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys' thoughts are for a Malcolm Brogdon trade this offseason. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video and want to see more New York Knicks content like this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and it's been KNYT here, and I'm out. Peace.